Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to meal prep. Two different ways you can meal prep. You can meal prep in bulk, or you can portion everything out prior to saving everything. Before I even get started, no, I do not have cabinet doors, okay? My kitchen is not perfect. It is not, that's just not what my kitchen is. Totally not perfect. No, see? No cabinet doors. Okay, so if you're prepping in bulk, it's kind of easier to prep in bulk. I prefer prepping in bulk, but if you're someone that works outside of the home often, if you are on the road often and you need everything already portioned out, then you need to pre-portion your food after you cook it. So for instance, you're doing my cookbook, okay? My cookbook says, let's do, and I'm going to explain a very simple meal. That way you guys can really understand. So let's say my meal plan says to do 5 ounces of cooked chicken, 1 cup of jasmine rice, and 2 cups of cooked broccoli. Of course, you're going to cook everything let's say you're doing that for 3 lunches this week. So you're going to do 15 ounces of chicken. You probably need an entire bag of broccoli. And the jasmine rice, I personally buy jasmine rice in the microwavable bags. It is so easy, so simple, and you probably get, I think it's 3 cups of cooked rice once it's actually steamed. So what I would do, I would cook everything separately, and then I'm going to pre-portion into this container. These are the ones, let's see, these, I think I got these. I got most of my Pyrex containers at Costco. It's fairly large. I like to get all different sizes and different shapes of containers. So this is one of them. So Costco. All my stuff is glass. You're not going to see anything plastic except for my kids' stuff that they bring to school. They're not bringing glass. And I will also show you what I use for them because that may be something that you want to do as well. So I would pre-portion everything into here if that's what I'm doing. Spaghetti. If it's spaghetti, it's probably going to say you need a half a cup of sauce. So the sauce means it's going to be your meat, your sauce, everything together. Half a cup in there. And then noodles are always weighed cooked. So you would do like probably an ounce, maybe 2 ounces of cooked noodles. Pre-portion into here, okay? The other thing I have are these Pyrex containers where they're already like a little meal prep. So I use these for my snacks. I'll put like fruit and stuff in here, and then hummus and carrots or ranch and carrots or whatever. But this is really good. I could fit a lot of stuff in here, believe it or not. And I also like it because it's a very small size. So if I'm on the road and I'm trying to eat, it is not a very large container that I am trying to manipulate on my leg. Okay, back to prepping. So regardless, if you're prepping in bulk or portioning things out, you still need to prep a lot of food. I want you to, this is right. I want you to prep for a bunch of days. If you're going to cook, you're not just going to cook one meal. You're going to cook for the week. Everybody's busy. We need to be cooking more than one meal at a time, right? So on Sundays, I would suggest, no matter which plan you're following, I would suggest prepping all of your lunches and all of your breakfasts. You can do your dinners, and that's also another reason why I just eat the same breakfast every single, like Monday through Friday of the work week, because it's just easier. It's less things to cook, and I don't really care if I have different things for breakfast. Personally, I don't mind it. Like, it's okay if I'm eating cheesy egg cups every single day for 5 days. Like, that doesn't bother me. I just eat whatever's prepped, right? Lunches, you can switch things up, such as, let's say you're doing, one of my favorite things I put on my client's meal plan is a chicken and bean crockpot taco thingamajiggy. What you could do is do the chicken and bean crockpot thing for 3 days, and then Thursday and Friday do ground beef, like a taco ground beef, instead of the chicken ground beef. So it's the same sort of meal. It's just not, the same type of meal. It's just sort of a little bit different, right? So you can switch things up that way. You can change the protein that's in your wraps. You can change the protein that's on your salads. Let's say you do chicken Caesar salads for a few days, and then the next few days we're gonna do grilled shrimp, or we can do salmon, or something like that. So the cookbook that you're gonna find in the group is already portioned out for probably one serving. Most of the recipes I did were for one serving. That way you can just triple if you want, you know, for a few days, or you can double if you want for a few days. So the one in the cookbook is already pre-portioned. So you'll go ahead and just portion that out. Like I said, if you're cooking in bulk, you're taking that recipe. I think one of my favorite recipes on there is smashed tacos. You're taking that recipe and you're going to make that recipe, you know, times 4 or whatever. Like multiply the ounces, and that's how many you're going to make for the week. So I would pre-portion everything. If you're cooking in bulk, you're just cooking a whole bunch of chicken, throwing it in a container. You're cooking a whole bunch of rice. I want you to cook everything. A whole bunch of rice, throw it in a container. All your veggies, throw it in a container. The only thing I don't usually pre-do is my salads, because it doesn't take very long. So I don't like to pre-portion out my salads. If you're going into work and it's a salad thing that you're wanting, don't fear bagged salads. I personally love them. It's already pre-chopped. It's already pre-washed. You already have like some sort of dressing in there. The Asian one is my favorite because the dressing isn't really that bad for you. Some of the other ones are probably bad for you, but you know, honestly, if you're eating a normal amount of dressing, it should not be that big of a deal. Okay, so let me show you guys. So I get Aldi actually has a really good off-brand ranch that is not as many calories as the regular Hidden Valley. So that's what this is. Ken's Steakhouse is another favorite. He does a light Caesar dressing. That's a really good one. And Bolt House Farms. Almost every single client, the minute they come with me, I make them change their dressings to Bolt House Farms. This is dairy though. This is a this is like kind of like a yogurt dressing, but it's 2 tablespoons for 35 calories. Okay. Just do it. Just switch everything. You can find this at Walmart. It's not expensive. I do ranch and Caesar dressing. Those are the 2 main ones that I buy from the get-go. And my husband is probably going to tell you guys that I'm absolutely nuts, but you'd be surprised at how much sugar is in ketchup. So if you're on a weight loss journey, I do think you should switch your ketchups to sugar-free. Some people think they're gross. Maybe you should just not eat ketchup because it actually has a lot of sugar in it. If you've gotten close to the end of your weight loss journey and you're just like, okay, I'm trying to just do this healthy thing, like I honestly don't mind it. This doesn't bother me. But if I'm trying to like tone up and I'm feeling like, then I'm going to immediately switch all of my condiments to the healthier ones. And the other thing that I do, because I love mayonnaise, is light Blue Plate. Again, 50 calories versus 100, and it's only 1 tablespoon. You're putting more than 1 tablespoon on your sandwich, I can promise you. Snacks. Your snacks, I would go to, I mean, if you're following the meal plan, the snacks are already on there. But if you're looking for snacks, I'm not a snack person, I really am not. So I always recommend you're just going to stick to your fruit, right? So do some fruit, do some hummus and carrots, do some veggies, do some peppers and some cream cheese. Stay away from the pantry. A pantry, because of this, the pantry is your enemy, okay? The pantry is just processed foods that's going to make you more hungry. You'll notice on this journey, I'm not talking about your beef sticks. I'm not talking about your protein bars. Like, that's not on the plan. That's not in my cookbook, because those are for people that already have a good, healthy relationship with food, okay? You shouldn't be eating a protein bar for breakfast every single morning. If you are trying to lose weight, or you are binging at night, or you are feeling really guilty because you have a cheeseburger, those are for people that have a healthy relationship with food. And the fridge and the things at the fridge are really the things that you should be going for. Those are the things that are really going to change your body. And if you're hungry, you're never going to hear me say, oh, that's too many grapes because it's too much sugar. Never. That's a whole different conversation, and I can go on and on about that. Fruit is your friend. There's not too much sugar in a banana. It comes from the ground, okay? It's just natural. So eat your fruit, eat your vegetables, meal prep, figure out what you're cooking this week, meal prep your stuff. I will give you guys another meal plan in about 2 weeks. So this meal plan you can follow for 2 weeks. If you want to swap some stuff from the cookbook, go for it. But I hope this helps. Oh, one more thing. I picked this up from Dollar General yesterday and I thought it was awesome. So I think it's like $10. So this was a little pricey. And I honestly picked it up for like park days for me and the kids. So it is plastic, which this is going to drive me nuts because this cannot go in the dishwasher, and I already know I'm going to hate it. But I'm going to try it. So it's like these little containers that flatten out, and then it's pre-portions. Not that you really need that because I'm already telling you what to eat, but I think it'd be really fun for the kids for snacks and stuff like that. So, oh, and let me show you guys the containers I use for the kids. So I buy these in bulk at Dollar General. So this one first is really good for pre-portioning your stuff. These containers are kind of small in my opinion. I'm probably not going to fit what I really want in here. That's why I use them for the kids. I don't know if you can see. They're really not that big. Like, I think I can fit a half of a cup of grapes in here. That's not a lot in my opinion. And then I use these too. These are really good for your snacks. You can have like 4 little containers. Again, I do think this is kind of small. I don't think it's big enough, but just showing you guys options. The Pyrex, I mean, I think it was a price point, right? Pyrex, I got, I think 6 or 7 of them, and it was like 30. Those blue ones were a little bit more expensive, but this is over the years, guys. I'm not doing this all at once. I've had these containers for years and years. When I got tired of cleaning spaghetti stains off of these, I was like, you know what, these are for my kids, and I'm gonna go buy glass. So if you're on this journey for the long run, invest in glass. Don't do it all at once, but go out. Even Dollar General has like one. Go buy one for today. Go buy one 2 weeks from now, right? Okay, that is all. If you have any questions, I'm gonna post this video in the group. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope this kind of helps you guys meal prep. You guys need to be doing this every single Sunday. No excuses. We are doing, at least do your breakfasts and your lunches. And then for dinner, let's say Monday night is salmon, rice, and broccoli. Well, that's not hard to make, right? So you could probably make that night. But if you have baseball 4 nights of the week, you probably need to be prepping everything on Sunday, okay? Have a good one.